Hi, welcome back. I like this little intro animation. Just really appreciate how serious it is about everything. Xenogears. Right. So, where did I leave this off? Still getting used to this new system of doing everything. It's different. Mostly better. But still something for me to learn. Geardock Raid. Okay, that's what we're doing. And what part of that are we in? What my notes say. Many things, too many to keep track of. I'm here in... Right, okay, so I'm going to sleep, and then the raid is starting. We're attacking the arena in Veltal after getting it back in order to save Rico, and then we're just going to play it by ear and escape Kislev. That's the plan. And let's see. So I want to, before I do that, I want to see what happens if I go back to the barracks. What does Fei say if I try to sleep there instead of here? I'd like to know. Oh, it's nighttime. Intriguing. I don't think much changes at night. I don't need to be info center right now. I have dog food in case that's important. Here's this place. Who would have thought that someone could beat Ricardo, battling's undefeated champ? I don't mean disrespect to the new champion, but I just don't believe it. Sorry, forget I ever said that. And it's this line again. So, no one is here. I'm to bed. What Fei say? Hey, Fei, are you fully prepared now? There's no turning back after this, so I can sleep here. Well, I, still got stuff to do. Is that so? We'll get moving. Time is of the essence. So wait, are both sleeps an option also? How's that shower? Is it fixed yet? Nope. Everybody here is very, very stinky. So clearly that's an option, to sleep and move things on. But is the other one too? Where am I? I need the bar, which is not here. I still don't really know my way around this place. Part of the problem is I never really look at my compass, so I don't actually internalize what direction anything is ever in. And I just swing the camera around to try to see myself in my immediate surroundings, thereby losing the bigger picture. There, that's an explanation of why I am always lost. Because I can't see the forest for the trees. Hold on, Fei, are you fully prepared? Okay, so they both do the same thing. Alright. Oh no, it's the dialogue's different! Go get prepped, or I'm ready. Alright, I'm ready. There is still some time before the train arrives. Let us rest. Here for a while. Okay? Oop. Instruments are having a moment. I'm just left wondering whether this is a PS2 thing or... Oh, hey! With my hardware upscaler I have now, I could totally play this on an actual PlayStation 1 now. It was a video capture issue is why I have to use the PS2 for PS1 games. So I could maybe find out the answer to that. Because I do have a PlayStation around here somewhere. Collecting dust and stuff. This is fine though. Serious music. Okay, Citan, remind me what we're doing. Thank you. The tower we want is over there. Hurry, Fei. Ooh, that was a nice camera pan. Shows me exactly where it is. Well done, instruments. What's going on here at this time of night? Emptiness. Are the beds full? No, because I could have slept here. Where the heck does everybody else sleep? This place is just for Citan, Fei, sometimes Hammer, and other doctor if she's there, which she's not. It's like, nobody else sleeps there. Okay, tower is this way. I have a curiosity. I have a guess as to what the answer is. I was going to see if I could keep this music and go to the sewers. Citan's going to say, no time for sewering right now. No time for sewering right now. Fei, where are you going? The supply train will be here shortly. We must hurry. Oh, sorry, Doc. Let's hurry to the observation tower. So in canon, Fei tried to go to the sewer. He just forgot what he was ever doing. Alright, tower. Old man's not here. Okay, this tower is hard to climb at this camera angle somehow. You'd think that would be the good one. Okay, that ladder doesn't like to be climbed from that angle. There we go. Hi! Are you one of my friends? Sorry, I can't go in the arena. No matter what you say, I can't. Well, it's time. Tonight's train will be coming through here. I wish you success. Maybe we can meet again. She really just doesn't want to see Rico executed in case we can't pull this off. Here is train. Was I supposed to do something with this? What's the idea? Sorry, I don't follow. What were we doing? Hey, it's almost here. There's no time to talk. It was here. Did I miss my cue? It's gone. It is gone. Remind me how our plan worked? I don't remember. Was I supposed to do something with this train? Well, Fei, the train will be here soon. Let us hurry. Up to the observation tower. Jump onto the train from here when it goes by. Thanks, Fei. That's what we're doing. Okay. Jumping off this observation tower is illegal, but the cops aren't here. Okay, let's try this again. That was awkward, but pretty funny. Alright. Alright, what's the direction of the train? Is that the track? That's the track. Okay. Train gonna come from there. Jump! Oh, that was awkward, but we made it. What's this about the heat detector on the track somewhere? Whoa, what the... Is that the Hecht arriving? Those little punks! No, something else is happening. Again. Fei, hurry, jump off. Jump off. Here? Ah! What's happening? What little punks? What was any of that? I'm so confused. Who did what to us? Hey, Doc, what should I do? The plan was a failure. I see. Since we cannot turn back time... Oh, I know a way. Sorry, Rico. Game over? No? Okay. Yes, but it's expedited. Whoa, okay, so don't jump off the train. Alright, so ignore Citan's advice in that specific scenario. This is wild. Whoa. Alright, I have trouble seeing the track. That's the track. It's very thin. Okay, jump onto the train. Fei, Citan. Why didn't that jump right? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Uh-huh. It's gone. We failed. I jumped what felt like the same way as I did the previous time. It just... that jump didn't make it for no discernible reason. Alright. Many timelines in the multiverse are being created where we completely fail at this mission. I appreciate your instructions, Fei, but, like, I'm trying to follow them. They just refuse to be followed sometimes. Okay, so B. Get out of my way. Alright, there are the tracks. No, make sure she's fully out of my way. Be way over here, jump this way, and we're definitely on. Okay. Now stay on no matter what Citan says. Whoa, what the? Those little punks. Again. Fei, hurry, jump off. So you meant jump forward. This train is almost falling apart. That was another close one. What if it derails before we get to the gear dock? This car is unstable too. Let us get to the front. Okay, you could have said those words before and that would have worked better for me. One disaster after another. Pretty unreliable train. The entrance to the ventilation shaft that leads to the gear dock should be coming up soon. Here we go! Okay, this jump happens automatically. Thank you. I wouldn't have been able to make that, whatever it is, I'm sure. Okay, and we did it. Just kind of like plunked down in our casual standing poses. Just the absolute tone shift between those two scenes. I love it. That's so good. What was that those little punks line about? Who are you talking about? I don't understand. Big piece of duct not connected here. Okay, this thing doesn't work very well, huh? So we came down. This one goes where? Oh, uh-oh. That is a screen to be greeted by. There are battles here. Let's try those doors before going too far. Hi, Catbit. Sorry, Bat Rat. I keep thinking Cat Bat. I'm close, but it's not right. Which inputs did I decide were helping me with my death blow? I don't know, I couldn't figure out any. So I just kind of do random things. Let's try X square triangle. X done first usually misses, I've noticed. Not always, but usually. Citan's so fast! Got a fang. Take a peek? Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Two different kinds of zooms. Hey, check it out, it's a gear dock. The one I'm after is not here. There it is. Hey! We found it! Well, I took a peek. I guess I can't, like, bust through here. Alright, well that's... our destination is directly below. Okay, so sort of in the west of here. This gives me a Blackbird vibe. Once again, this is a Chrono Trigger follow-up of sorts. You have no key. It is locked. Someone is approaching. We should hide. Everyday work, work, work. Doesn't anything fun ever happen around here? No doubt. That last champion looks like he's been matched with the beast. What? Now that's something. Let's get this work done and go check it out. Matched with the beast. Yeah, we need to do that. We've been working too much lately. Door open. Door open. Door closed itself. There seem to be people. It may be best not to go in through here. Okay. We'll take the other route. Oh, this platforming. There were a lot of inputs I was making there that were not always responded to. There just seem to be like invisible walls in the air sometimes, or something. It is mysterious. If I do that in the other order, that doesn't result in a death blow, and that's more comfortable for my fingers. And somehow I feel like if X is not the first action, it's less likely to be dodged or defended. So I'll just do one of each. Oh no, I forgot which way I came from and where I was going, so I'll trust Fei's facing direction. West was where Veltal was, that's a dead end right there. So I go this way. Okay. That looks like a door of sorts. This one certainly is. Box stack. Alright. So going down and across and back up appears to be the way. There is also a door here. It's probably locked. There's a door here? No, this is like a safe or something. Okay, there's a safe in this room. Okay, so you want me to do this? I can do that. Oh boy. I sure like to see where I'm going. Therefore, this is not the game for me, huh? Except it is anyway. So most of the games that I have played during this, all the Final Fantasies projects, the game where I play Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and Xenogears, projects, etc. Yes. You know. All the games end up giving me an impression that's often above or below my prior expectations. This one is definitely one that is above. And I thought I liked this game a lot, but like, it's just gone so much more beyond what I was expecting. Oh. What are you doing? We're going. Ah, forget it. What is he doing? Okay, well that was not very informative. Let's look again. Does the scene change? Well, it's as we just left it. Okay. Much activity. Nobody being weird. Yeah, so just picking apart the story of this game has been just a wonderful little puzzle. And the gameplay is, like, totally fine, but it is definitely not the centerpiece. However, it really has its moments like that Red Rum fight. I enjoyed that a lot. Boss fights when it gets serious are, like, where it's really good. It's just so spiky, because, like, most of the time just nothing is going on, and then suddenly I'm in super danger. This is one of those times when nothing is going on. Hoten, you did it! Okay, so triangle, square, X worked. Just one of each, and you get there eventually. Hoten, triangle, 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 X. Tenbu Ryujin could be anything. Shinrai is probably triangle, 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 X. Alright, well that'll use all my AP, which is nice. AP? Is that what that's called? Maybe. Okay, what do I remember about the route that I took here? Nothing? Got it. And as usual, I haven't looked at my compass, really. It just... what, I'm gonna memorize at each junction, like, which direction was which? That's not going to happen. Oh, it's this room. No, it's not. It's a different one. Hey, make sure you return the master key back to the shelf. Yes, sir. Okay, those were the two we saw go through the door earlier, maybe. This should do it. Hey, did y'all hear? The battle between the ex-champ and the beast is about to begin. That champion was matched with a beast. Okay, so... his execution takes the form of pitting him against somebody in the arena, some kind of beast, and we're gonna go fight the beast in Veltal, huh? Oh, it's already starting. There's no way we can miss this. Alright, I see what's going on, I think. The guy in red has trouble keeping up with what's going on. Alright, so, key. On the shelf. Master key. Oh. Hey, Fei, wait a minute. What's wrong, Doc? This is a part that allows a gear to recover 30% of its HP. If you have this equipped, you can activate this during battle. It is a highly useful item, but the drawback is that you will use fuel, so you must use it with caution. That sounds great! That was the Rico thing that I was looking at, and also explains why I saw that gear recovery option. I was so confused about so many things there. But yes, that sounds great. That really doesn't matter unless we get back the gear, Doc. There's no one here, so let's hurry up and get out of here. Oh yes, my usual habit. Well, we should take it anyway since we have the chance. Frame HP 30! Great! Rico had frame HP 50, didn't he? I think. Or Stier did. Where's that gear? Maybe he's fighting the beast in it? No, they wouldn't give him access to... it's probably just, like, held here, captive. Yes, gear is captive. Why am I going this way? Because I feel like it. Okay, so if there's something that gets unlocked at the master key... yeah, so everybody's watching the battle with the beast right now. No monsters down here, just in the ventilation, I guess. Makes sense. So yeah, this will lead to where all the people are, right? What is happening? Okay, never mind, there are battles here. Oh, I found some humans. That's a lot of punches. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Ouch. I've been sliced up. You want to do probably this. Make that input and then maybe you'll learn the death blow. You just keep doing that and learning every death blow maybe. I need to turn back because there was that locked door and the well, no, the locked door clearly leads to where Veltal is. Like, it was right in that spot, wasn't it? But the safe. There's gonna be some kind of goodies in there. It's out of the way, I needed to remember and come back with the key, I think. Unless maybe the key doesn't... it's the master key! It unlocks everything, right? But again, this will not be the way forward, right? So I'm gonna go buy the safe on my way back. Oh, I used the master key here. No, stop! Don't punt me forward. Wait, this took me back. Never mind, this is great. Okay, safe? Beam coat. Alright, I already had one, but now I have two. Okay, was there something down this hallway? I better heal. Maybe this is where the people went. Oops, well, that's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure I pressed the triangle button 3 times. The PlayStation only heard 2 of those presses. Yep. It's a densely populated corridor. You just can't see them until they sneak up on you. Ouch! Those swords hurt. Okay, yeah, there I had to press it 4 times. 3rd one was dropped. Oh, I guess my door opening input went through. Some kind of like security booth here. Okay, so door here. I mean, I opened the safe, so I'm fine to wander in terms of not worrying about missing stuff too much. Oh! Got a mini-gear! Camera's doing a thing. I forgot it. Huh? You, my super ultra great delicious excellent dynamite bomber, especially the XL roll warned me. I was going to put in a glass case in my home priceless mini-gear. Thief! Nope. Alright, battle with 4, and I'm not fully healed. Well, let's take this seriously, I guess. We don't really have anything against these people. This is collateral damage that we could really do without, and yet this is what's happening because I'm going out of my way to steal stuff. This is completely my fault. You are Citan, right? You do that. Evasion ring? L and R make noises, but they don't do anything when I'm here in this menu. Evasion ring. Increases evade %. Does it now? By an unspecified amount. Oh, I'm here! Okay, it's a big loop. Got it. That makes sense. Does it? How do the humans get out? The humans, right? That's what I'm calling them. The workers, you know. The humans, the ones who aren't me. It is locked, but I have a key. Use the master key. Okay, how confident am I that I've seen everything I'm going to see here? Not at all, but enough to continue. I pressed the X button before the battle started. That chest is going to open as soon as I get out. What are you? And what are you carrying? Mechanic! Okay. I guess that's some form of, like, wrench or something? I don't know if this theory of doing the exact death blow input to learn that death blow is gonna work out at all. But let's see how his status is. You are quite healthy. Yep, there it went. Survival tent. Yes, Shinrai is almost there. Neat. Very shortly. There's boxes here. Nothing to them, it seems. Alright. High encounter rate, wow. I suspect you may learn Shinrai this battle. So Citan has a lot more health, but not really... Well, partially it's what he's equipped with, I think. Just not nearly as much defense. So good thing he is. His health is that much higher. I guess everybody I've played as so far has had something very special about them that has made them particularly good at combat. And we might get a party member later who does not have that and is not good at combat. Maybe, I don't know if my memories are telling me something true or not. Alright, Shinrai. Renken, Hakai, Ogi... Oops. Tenbu Ryujin. Oh! Citan's closer to discovering something than Fei is. So I never see those numbers down in, like, you know, the teens or the 30s or something. Like, it's always 50s or 60s and up. Alright, Veltal should be here. So I think there's just, like, it just doesn't show me when it's below a certain threshold, even though I am gaining points and learning it. Where am I? If you go there, you'll look really small and get lost easily. This gear is moving. This is the automated gear shop. Neat. Okay, and I can interact with Veltal here. Alright, I guess we already have it back. Alright, got V12 2000. Oh, this is signaling to me I'm gonna be fighting in... Well, yes, of course I am. Xenogears, right, yes. Okay, so selling parts for Ellie's gear now. Sure, alright, yeah, I'm about to fight a beast. Let's do this. Armor, I got MS-15 already. Fuel, do it. Guy. Hot Rod G. I don't know if I will want that. It's expensive, so I'll wait until I do know. I guess I'm good. Thank you, and we hope to be of service to you again. Okay. Hold on, where's Veltal? This is a giant memory cube. Or we are actually tiny in this room, and it's real easy to get lost. This might be the wrong dock. However, it's a gear dock. Let's look thoroughly. Can I interact? Whoa, whoa, where am I and what just happened to my doctor buddy? Okay, this is just the wrong dock. Like, there are multiple and this is not the one. I cannot see anything. I'm trying to mount these stairs. I did it. Okay, so I found a gear shop, I found a save, that's cool. It's not what I'm after. How did I enter this room? It may have been on the other side? Is that a door? No? Maybe. No? Uh-oh. Was I down below? I didn't think so. Is there a hidden door on this wall somewhere? Oh, I found one. Okay. Whoa. So don't go there. It's kind of a disaster. Alright. So, going back. Am I absolutely sure that was not my destination? I'm not? But I interacted with everything that looked interactable, and I only saw the one exit the way I came. So I think it wasn't? Pow. I've been wrenched. I'm having trouble reading this sprite. Like, you have some sort of weird mask on that has like 4 eyes or something? That's probably not what it is, but that's what I thought I saw. Ah! Room full of mechanics. So I guess maybe the sensible thing to do is to get back in the ventilation, go see where Veltal was, and figure out how to get there now that I have the key? I'm not so sure that's going to work. You turned around! That was a new attack. This way of fighting is a lot slower. But it teaches me stuff. Whoa! Giant super big wrench. I thought the one you were carrying was large. Okay, so I'm back here. I can get into the ventilation ducts from here. Which seems good. I guess I'll save again. I made some changes to my gear. No, I saved in that room. So the Veltal room was... It was not this one, was it? Yep. The text box even came up for a moment. But I was interrupted by bat rats. Oh, it's defending. This ineffective combat strategy had better be teaching me some death blows. It is. Tenbu is very, very close. Rinken's getting there. Ogi has gained a lot. Okay, it's fine. Quite effective. So this was not the place. So this was the place. So that's the gear dock I was in. Veltal's not there now. It moved to another one? This was the place but is no longer. Well, what does that mean? Did my destination change? Or do I... Was this where I need to go and I just... There's another action I have to take? No, I wanted to... Okay. So... That's definitely the spot I peeked in before. I am sure I looked at that. Right? How sure can I actually be? But there was nothing to do in that room. Okay, let's go there again and be very thorough. Or do I somehow not know where I am? I only peeked in one gear dock in the ventilation shaft. This looks exactly like the spot where I peeked in a vent. Or out of a vent. I thought the scene I saw there was something different, though. Like, I thought I saw... No, I saw the one dude who was, like... Okay, maybe I just... There's some symmetry going on or something. Like, is this room not the room I think it is? No, it definitely is. We hid behind this box from some people who were coming. There's a duct up above. That's the one we jumped in initially. I came in here, I peeked down there, and I thought I saw a different scene. Also, I think I've been everywhere. It is already unlocked. Okay, so... I've convinced myself it must be this room. Seems very likely, it just... But it wasn't. There's a save point in there, that's an important room. More important than just gear parts. So okay, just go back, find the interaction you missed. Unless there's a timing component? And Veltal was there but is gone now and I have to do something to bring it back? But what could that be? In any case, I'm gonna go to the room, be very thorough about what I'm doing. Understand the range of my actions there. Counterforce. Ooh. Counter enemy attacks. Neat. Sounds good. Okay. Room. Show me your secrets. What do I need to do here? the gear parts vendor. Whoa. There's this little thing that I can't do anything with, I think. This gear is not what I'm after. You don't have what I'm after. There's the automated gear shop. Where is the gear that I'm doing things to? Yeah, you can be of service by bringing me my gear. How's that sound? So, like, they cycled through somehow. There's like a gear dispenser here. Oh, there's blinking lights. Okay, so I definitely tried interacting with this, but I guess I just poked it in the wrong spot. Here we go. I found him. Let's save. Okay, that counts as being on the save. I moved a bit and I thought I was off it, but no. Has a range on it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Just missed the one key interactable. See, sometimes I do know where I am. It's just, a lot of the time I don't. Oh, I'm in Veltal. Citan's still on the ground. Okay. What? So, hey, Doc, where's Heimdall? Also, there was a giant door on one side of this? Other side, I guess. Okay, how is it L2 and R2 at the same time to get on and off gears? Yes, okay. So this is a door. Whoa! He gains a lot of jumping ability there. Okay, but how do I do things? I can't get to that, what seems to be a door. What? What's happening? Help? Can I... No? What's happening? I stand here? Okay. Okay, this is an elevator. I didn't know that. Who would have thought I'd be battling using only my body? Must be my imagination. It's all snowy. Where are you? So the battle arena has desert and water and snow? That's not my imagination. What's this vibration? Man, it's wild that all this is in here and I just have absolutely no memory of it. A gear doesn't vibrate like this. It can't be. That's a Rancor? I was wondering. That's an extra big one. The one Fei fought wasn't that big. Crap, you gotta be kidding me. I'm supposed to fight that without a gear? Huh? That sound. A gear in flight? A black gear. Him? Yes, him. Yar! We've done this before. Alright. Rancor fight, number 2. Where's Citan right now? Alright, let's try. Oh wait, right. I have to level up my attack a bit. Rancor R! It's a special one. No damage. Raigeki, Repu... If I'm at attack level 2, can I do the other thing? How do I do the fancy new death blow? At attack level 2, can I do it? No. Is it level 3? How does this work? Do I have to initiate with this attack? Ryuten, that's new. Okay, it's dead. There we go. Scales! Neat. Nice choice of the word him to describe Fei, Rico. Rico doesn't know, probably. Why? Why are you here? To get this back. It's not that I came here to save you. Yes, it is, though. The elevator I happened to use to escape put me in the arena. I saw you were getting attacked. That's why I saved you. Nothing more than that. Oh, Fei is lying here. He's saying what he has to say to get Rico to come with him. For a coincidence, that's a convenient story. It's up to you what you think of it. So, what are you going to do now? Do what? I barged into the arena. We're also fugitives. That's why we must escape. If you stay, they'll probably make you fight that monster again. This time you're gonna die. Is that what you want? Even you must have things left to do here. But in your state of mind... Silence! Shut up. Twice. That's twice you've... If you want to escape from the Empire, do it now. I have no intentions of leaving. Even if this is going to be the end for me. He got unfinished business. What's that? He wants to... Okay, is this the Hecht arriving? He wants to take down Sigmund. I think that's what's on his mind. His quarry is here. Rumbling? What's this vibration? This vibration. That's... No, it's not coming from the ground. Is it the vibration in the atmosphere? The Hecht has arrived. Whoa, that doesn't sound good. Where's Citan go? He rode the elevator with me. Did he travel interdimensionally again? Alright, city under attack. Oh, they got one. Anti-aircraft fire doing its job. Oh boy, that's gonna crash on the city. Yup. This juxtaposition between tiny little 3D model and big stretched texture on the ground is a bit, PlayStation's doing the best it can. Ooh, took out the power grid. That was kind of their goal, but they're going for the reactor. I think that was that big red glowy thing. What is that? There's Citan. Fei is an aerial attack by Ave, or should I say Gebler. They really are intent on attacking the imperial capital. What? What about the civilians? Citan, you knew this ahead of time. You spoke to Emperor about it. They plan on directly attacking the imperial capital, Nortun. Oh my god. God's here. Let's kill him. That ship is heading to the power plant. Oh no, that is a nuclear reactor. Citan! Now Citan's lying. You know that, or acting, I guess. You know this already. You knew it was up to. Unless, like, Emperor wipes your memory after you visit his dimension or something? What is the story with that? I think he's just acting here. Like, he is pulling the strings with Fei. Like, he's the actual master manipulator behind Fei's actions here. Well, sort of. He's the one on the ground doing the things, but... it's so weird. What is the situation? Most likely that ship is their main line of attack. If they drop something on the reactor, the whole imperial capital will... be blown away. Or purged, you may say. If we can change their course, will that help? Yes, however... Doc, I'm gonna try. We can't just turn and run away. Where's Rico? Alright, be careful now. Alright, Citan and Rico just kinda on the ground here. They'll be able to fend for themselves, mostly. Game saved. If those civilians do not hurry and get out. There's Rico. Dot dot dot. We're gonna see Ellie's perspective. Yep. I had a feeling. What? Who's that? Aren't those the Ave pirates? Huh? That's Fei. What the? What does Ellie know about Fei's situation? Nothing. This is the first she's seen or heard of him ever since they had their fight on the cliffside. She knew absolutely nothing about his activities since then. She didn't even know he was in Kislev, as far as we know. Hey, this is Kislev. What's he doing here? He seems to follow us everywhere. What's with this guy? A little too persistent, perhaps? Third time's a charm. Let's get him. Ah, wait! They never listen to her orders. Are they on drive again? Probably. Rank? From our last incident, I can tell that you're friends with that Gears pilot. Wrong, you're... But there's no way we can stop. It doesn't matter that we're escorting the Hecht. I want to fight him, not as enemy soldiers, but as rival competitors. We're the Gebler Special Forces, and we won't be beaten. Sorry, I'm gonna have to kick his butt. Any objections? I am not saying anything. Apparently. You're in the way! Move! We must change the rear ship's course or... What? You again? Who this? Whose gear is this? Is this one of the... Yeah, this is one of the ones... It's like Breuer or somebody. I think this is Breuer. Do I know what Breuer's gear specifically looks like? I don't. It's one of the 6. I remember that move. Def down. If it's just you, I'm gonna decide it's not worth fixing that. Gonna get to attack level 2. Right, I should do big attack for this. Should I? Maybe. Uh-oh, if I lose this, it's a long way to a save. Ah, not that long. I gotta redo the Rankar R, which is not a big deal. Never mind, this is fine. Okay, no booster, no R repair. I have... No, hold up. Oh, I didn't equip the thing. I didn't think I had a chance, but I think I did have a brief chance, I just didn't take. Annoying. I'm not going to get a chance to menu here, so I'll just have to do it with what I have. Or die and retry. Maybe that's what will happen. No defending that one. This is meaningless. Is that Vance? Somehow I want to say that's Vance. Pow-pow. Pow-pow. Ouch! Is my defense still down? Well, I upgraded my frame. Let's hope that's enough on its own. It might not be. So now, hang on. Do I see status... Ouch, dude! On the right of... Armor loss 0%. Okay, so it did restore. I was supposed to equip that healing thing. Somehow understand the very brief time when I can equip stuff. Because, yeah, there's still 3 more of these guys after this. Maybe I have the health to get it done. I'm going to turn on the booster after that. I highly doubt Ellie's going to fight me again. You do so much damage! I should have boosted for you. Okay. Gonna do it for the next one. I'm losing health much faster than fuel. The music changed. Good sign. Everyone over here, hurry! Master, there are people over there that can't get out. We're doomed! So he gets Master instead of Bro. Don't give up, Hammer. Fei is fighting too. Fei no longer wants to watch innocent people lose their homes, their towns, their town, those that are important to them. Fei never wanted that. My town? Don't make me laugh. Who gives a damn about this crap town? He was born here. Even you must have things left to do here. Fei's words came back to him. I'm crap too. Aw. He's feeling so down on himself. Ah! I've had it! Is this Stratsky? I'm gonna booster. Well, unfortunate. Pow pow pow. See, I really should have boosted for the Sword Knight. Okay, if I'm doing this again, that's what I'll do. Because it was more threatening than this. But I will also equip the healing ability thing. Just hoping I can get this done somehow in one shot without having that happen. JRPGs are just so rude about this sort of thing. What is it with them? It's just the conventions of the time. Helmholtz and rank. Only 2 enemies, huh? What a joke. Wasting time on a couple of guys like these. Rico? I don't need a reason to beat the crap out of anyone who pisses me off. And of course that means you too. That's also one reason. Shut up, let's go. I hate you, Fei. Let's fight on the same side now. Alright, thanks, Rico. You're saving me here. Okay, so hang on. Fei, your fuel's a bit low. What does special options mean? That's where the HP restore would be, but I don't have it equipped. Okay. You just attack. Rico has the fuel and stuff to boost. I'm gonna say that's Helmholtz. And I'm gonna say that that's rank, maybe. Ouchie. Alright, Shear's here. First time I've gotten to use this gear. Quit focusing on Weltall. There's another one here. And he can heal himself. Do they know this? Alright, you going down. Eventually. Maybe I should have put on beam coat. I think Stier has one, maybe. Sure looks like it to me. Thanks for changing your attack. Grand Slam! Ooh, that's some damage. Okay, one left. 0 left. Wait, how'd that happen? Did I change targets by accident? I didn't think I did. Okay, now to change the last chip's course. Fierge! Ellie! Rico, sorry, but you go on ahead. What? You've come this far and now you're scared? I'll catch up, I promise. Please. Well, even without you, I can make do by myself. Does Rico know the plan? Then I guess I'll go on ahead. We're seriously fighting? You're gonna win. Can we just not? Okay. That transition didn't go into a battle. You're kidding! What are you doing here, Ellie? I thought you agreed to get out of the military. I didn't think that. That's asking for too much. I'm an officer of the Gebler forces. Then you're saying this is also one of your duties? Yes, my duty is to escort the Hecht, and to eliminate all enemies that get in its way. So you better get out of the way, because if you don't move, then I'll have no choice but to eliminate you. And she can do it, too. Okay, we're not really fighting, but this is in the battle scene. Are you serious? You do know what you're doing, don't you? How can you say that, knowing where that ship is headed and what the outcome may be? She is having thoughts about this. Maybe Fei can convince her. Come on, Ellie, say something. I know, I do understand what I'm doing. Then... change. How I wanted to change. I've thought of changing, but I couldn't. I don't have the freedom like you do. Freedom? Me? Oh, this silky smooth frame rate. Wish the game were like this all the time. Yes, am I wrong? To be able to choose where you belong. To be able to fight alongside those who believe in their own cause. Even if you have much more anguish to deal with. At least you have the freedom to choose your own path. Unlike me! Then why don't you do that too, Ellie? If I could, I would already be doing it, but I can't. This is my place, and that's how it is here. That's a weak excuse. So please understand. Ellie. I don't have a place I belong in either. Huh? Bart and crew, even their whole ship, are all missing. They disappeared after the battle with Gebler, so I don't have a place to belong to anymore. Really? Then why are you fighting now? Who are you fighting for? Do you enjoy this? Barging into someone else's country and destroying the place, dragging innocent people into becoming victims. Do you enjoy fighting that much? Is it that much fun for you to watch people die? Don't be ridiculous. I would never find pleasure in that. If that's the case, then come with me. What are you doing? Just forget everything and come with me. He grabbed her, and they're leaving together. Crash. Let's go. Ouch, what? What are we doing? Just come. Did he pull her out of her gear? Yes. It's on the ground. Look at this town. Take a good long look. This is what you've done? Does the word duty justify all of this? Does it? Ellie. But that's all that was left. You're still saying that? Oh, fate. No. No. Stop. Thank you. It's just not like you. If you don't want to, then don't do it. You shouldn't have to force it just to have a place to belong. What was I fighting you for just now? You wanted to know? I don't really know. I know I was helping Bart and the others. But I still don't know what I should do. Maybe I'm just looking for a place to fit in. But I think it's better to fight than do nothing. If fighting helps you or your friends even a bit, then it's worthwhile. That's not nothing, it's something. Fei. I'm going. No, you can't. Dominia is not like the other soldiers. She is an elite within the Gebler elite. Gebler elite. She's one of the elements, Ramses's personal guard. You won't stand a chance. Still, I have to stop this. Fei. Citan and Hammer have nothing to do with Kislev, but they're trying desperately to get the civilians to safety. Even Rico, who must hate this town, still stays with me. That's why I have to go. Fei has quite the follower troop. And I think he might have just gained one more. Maybe. Fei. Save point noise. Yes, please. Oh, so nice. You give me some mercy. Question is, can I menu? I appreciate... Yes, I can. I'm in the menu now. Perfect. Okay, saving here. Just in case I have to go back. I'm hoping I got a full gear heal, because we're doing a gear battle here, clearly. Okay, so, equip. Yes, I got a heal, thank you. Equip. So we're fighting Dominia. Extra R plus 3. And frame HP 30. Response and defense, sure sounds good. Gear option, fixed frame HP, 110 fuel, great. 120 fuel, cool. Okay, so I can just do that to heal the... That's a thing I can use like a spell. Perfect. Perfect! Okay. Let's do it. Maybe I should have put on the beam coat. Resume! So, Veltol and Sheer versus Dominia in her gear, maybe? What the heck were you doing, Fei? Were you expecting me to do all the dirty work of clearing away these punks for you alone? Sorry about that. Oh, but I see you've made a girlfriend. If we can defeat her, we should be able to change the course of this ship. Let's go. Just one more extra runt isn't going to allow you to down the ship bomb Hecht. Of course not. We're not going to take this ship down. We're going to take you down. Ha! What insolence. But what do you expect coming from lambs? Alright, so, boost. Ooh, you got the air rods. Of course. She was in the elements. Only the elite ones can use that. She's one of the elite. I am dumping all my fuel on this. Full attack mode. Veltal's quick. Guess I do have that response increasing accessory, and also it's an exceptionally well balanced state-of-the-art gear. Yeah, I should have put a beam coat on. I got the frame HP 30, it should be fine. You sure have a lot of air rods. Man, Sheer's real strong. It's just like Rico. Doesn't get a lot of turns, but when it does, they're very effective. So fuel efficient. What was that? There was a tiny little message box I didn't get to see. Okay, I can keep attacking you. Let's attack this new thing. Seems like something I'm going to take down. No, I'm going to attack the new thing. No, I want to keep attacking the new thing. It's Rico's default target, so he has a different default target than Fei does. There we go, new thing gone. Destroyed Super Aerod. Seems like a good thing for me. Yeah, I should have put on beam coats. I didn't know this would be a beam fight, though. Worst case, I have a save. Alright, let's try out that frame HP 30 thing. Fixed frame HP 340. That's a lot of fuel. Doing it anyway. Ooh, good healing. Oh, 40 fuel. Why did it say 340? Oh, the 40 fuel was the booster. It also used 340 for that. Of course. There are other Gear Death Blows I haven't seen from you. I guess I'll try some of the others. Not really giving me the room to get to know Rico Stier outside of this serious context. That's fine. We can do it in serious mode. I'm guessing this battle is balanced such... Who am I? This is Veltal. I'm guessing this battle is balanced such that I could get it done without fixed frame 30. Although, a big deal was made of giving me that thing. So I don't know. You have not made any dent in Rico's armor. Like, he could solo this easily. Fei is completely redundant here. But he's helping out the damage. Okay, you are Fei. I want to try attack level 1. Drill War. Okay, that's some damage. Not as good as the other thing, but it's some. Given how serious this fight is, I don't think this is a gauntlet situation. I think this is the fight here. Like, get this done and then I win the encounter. I got it done. Yeah! Gah. Why you remember this. One day I'll pay you back for this, I promise. Okay. HP drive. Ooh, that was a lot of money. Whoa! 20,000? Dude! There's no time. Rico, hurry and change the course. No! Whoa. Something's happening. Oh, this is how we're doing it, huh? So this entire ship is a bomb, right? Ellie, you want to help with this somehow? She's considering her actions and their consequences. Damn, there's too much mass. If only we had one more gear to help. There we go. Ellie? You... Hold on. We can avoid a direct hit on the reactor with 3 gears. Ah. Still gonna do a bunch of damage, but at least the entire nation won't be wiped out by a nuclear explosion, maybe. Citan did use the nuclear words. That was not used prior to this, but yes, it is a nuclear reactor. Okay, we've steered it away from the power station. Let's bail out. Fei! But now it's heading right for the residential district. He's right. We need to bring it down somewhere where it won't cause so much damage. Impossible. We can't change its course any more than we have. No, we've got to hold it up for as long as we can. What are you, deaf? Whoop. Huh? We're overheating. Damn, not now. There's nothing more we can do. Hanging on anymore will just be suicide. But... that's it. I'm bailing out. Come on. What about Ellie? Ellie? Stop. What are you doing? If you do that... Don't worry, my gear is from Solaris. It's still alright. Ellie, what are you doing? If you keep going, you'll... But what else can we do? At least it will reduce the damage. Sorry. It's better than doing nothing. Oh, this is the route she's taken. Fei's gonna stop this. Ellie! Maybe. Just hold on a bit more, please. Is this it? Oh! She ran out of fuel. Maybe? I think? No, what's happening? It's so quiet. I don't think the silence is diegetic. What's that? What is that? Who gears this? It's not the red-haired man's gear, I think. It did have wings, but his wings were different, I thought. No, which gear was that? It wasn't any of Veltal, Firge, or Stier, right? No. Firge's on the ground. Veltal and Stier don't look... What is that? That's a gear I've never seen before. And it shielded her from the explosion with its wings. I'm alive? Who are you? Why, me? Okay, mystery bat gear here. Alright, mystery bat gear. A new player enters the field. Wait. No, it's gone. Ellie. Ellie. Who? Ellie. It's Fei. You know him. Fei? Fei? Stupid. Foolish. Are you crying? Sorry. It's okay. Can you forgive me? It's not your fault, Ellie. It's not your fault. Fei. Ellie, let's go back. And by back you mean... that person. Where? Have you seen him before? Okay, we're at the doctor's house. First we save the Empire, now we're being chased by them. We cannot make a wrong move with security this tight. Right, yes, okay, save the Empire from the Hecht. But still fugitives. Do they know that we did that? Probably. Where's Rico? Hammer's our only hope. Oh, that's not a good situation. He's awfully late, though. 212, that's the knock. Looks like Hammer's here. Where's our friend Ricardo? Bro, Citan! I got the key info that should help us get out of the capital. So what's the info? The Empire's new super airship, Goliath. This is it, bro. The Empire's new creation, the super airship Goliath? Yes, that's what he said. Super airship. Is it that big? Oh, the one called Goliath? The Empire's new super airship? It's beyond big. Yeah, huh? It's Ellie. Okay, this is her first time meeting him. As I said, it's beyond big, Ellie. The Goliath is of extraordinary magnitude. It's said that the Goliath can make even a gear look like a pea. It's rumored that it can even decimate the Ave capital Bledovik all by itself. That is what I heard. I've heard about this. By itself annihilate Ave? It must be a monstrous battleship. According to my reliable sources, it's located north of Kislev in an underground dock at some military facility. I know the spot. It's the Goliath Factory. Yeah, I didn't put that name together until now. Okay, so that's when we go there. The military facility north of the capital. Ellie, what's wrong? I know that facility. I've talked to you about it before. You have? The Imperial facility. I infiltrated. I never knew that something like that was in the basement. Ellie, do you think you still remember how you infiltrated the base? Yes, Citan. Way north, beyond the Kislev Imperial capital, beyond the carved-out portion of the mountain peak, lies the Imperial City's military facility. Carved-out portion of the mountain peak, okay? Good, let's take that. Before the Empire decides to launch a counterattack against Ave. Trying to save 2 countries at once here. Bro, you wanna buy something? Just kidding. I'm all out of items. Alright. Okay. Hi. You know, she's keeping that promise she made with you. She's in D block, so don't forget to go see her once in a while. Also, Ellie's in the party. Hi, Ellie! It's been a while. You're level 29. I think you leveled up since we last saw you. Right, you're still holding my arcane rod. Pilot uniform. Leather vest is better. And you could do much better if I can buy a metal jacket for you. Or a metal vest, that'll do for now. Don't think I have a metal jacket spare. I didn't know you'd be coming to me here now. Ether Valley +2, Eth Def +2. I mean, sure, that's probably fine. You can... Animal Bolt, Terra Lance, Aqua Ice, Thermocube. Right, I tried some or all of those in the forest. And you have... Okay, Tenbu almost there, Renkin almost there. Screamer, and that's it. Oh, you are behind on the death blows. Where's Rico? I'd like to know. Oh right, she is incredibly light. Like, way underweight. Would the scales say that? Okay, yeah, I definitely want to go see the doctor in the D block. Fei, that is the toilet. The exit is that way, unless you cannot hold it. I am just kidding. Okay, that's what happens if I try to go in that room, of course. Alright. Man, this game is very dense, and I love it. But yeah, this is my stopping point. I'm detecting a boundary here. Oh yeah. Alright. Wait. What is... Hold on. Wait, let me see that again. Confirm. Point. Confirm. Cancel. And it cancels all the way out of this. I guess I'd have to confirm the no in order to go back here. Okay, anyway, that's fine. Save. Here. Yes. Alright, see you next time to finally escape this town and go to the Goliath, I guess? And spend some time with Ellie once again. It's been a while. Her health is very low relative to her level. She is the opposite of Citan. See you next time.